So at the beginning, we had no idea what we were doing on the billing side. We had no idea about even insurance. You know, I knew about the physical therapy thing. I was like, okay, I got this. He knew how to put a business together. We needed this, this, and that. So I think initially our biggest learning curve was like, coding, what's that? How do you bill for insurance? We hired Stephanie, who's still with us, and we learned together with lots of mistakes, lots of duplication, lots of redos. Same with insurance. Every insurance is different, and we learned as we went. We weren't educated with that. Then as the company grew, the challenges became different. Became a space issue. We all of a sudden had no more space. We were on top of each other. It was affecting our quality of care. We then had the problem where we had PT, and my PT staff was growing. I had people, I never had to post a job. I always had people in the industry coming to me and say, I want to work for you guys. So I had never had a problem getting PTs, but then I'm like, part of rehab is also having occupational therapy and having speech therapy. So that was a challenge, like, okay, now I'm going to manage and develop programs for a multidisciplinary team. So we grew even more. And I say now probably the biggest challenges with our staff of 101 as we speak today and 3 clinics is managing people, developing now policies and procedures, and adding structure to our company, which we kind of didn't have to do because we grew so quickly. Also, one of the challenges is that we are the biggest neuro rehab center that is not affiliated with a hospital in Michigan. And learning how to continually brand us, promote us to the people, because we have difficulty getting into the hospital to say, here we are, your patient had a stroke. We think the best place to come for outpatient is us, but to get that message when we can't get into those systems to show them what we do.
Growth, rapid growth is difficult to deal with. We unfortunately have to be business people sometime, and you already mentioned the insurance, but in today's world, the insurer or payer world is changing daily, and it's becoming more and more difficult. And we don't keep clients for long term, so it's every day you've got to be out there trying to bring in a new client, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a week, whatever that needs to be. So you can't just sit back and say, oh, we're good and we're great and we have a lot of referral. That could dry up in a minute. So we're constantly out there looking for the next client, the next referral source, the next program to make us better. That's the biggest battle, really, is we don't manufacture equipment and have a contract with GM for a 10-year contract for $20 billion. We've got to go out each day and find the client that needs our services. So I'd say it's marketing, it's managing the ever-changing insurance environment here, and just the things that come along with rapid expansion. But we're doing something different. It always helps if what you're offering is different than everyone else. But I'm going to go back to what it was. It was continuing. Each person we added was another one of the kind of people that is a TRP person. And I don't know how we didn't make mistakes in hiring, because we've had virtually no turnover here. Probably 4 or 5 people in 15 years. But we grew and maintained the same way that we started. We just keep bringing the right kind of compassionate people in. They will take good care of the clients. The clients go back to their doctors, and their doctors are, whoa, this place is working. We've sent people everywhere. We've never seen results like this. So once you've got happy clients that, not just happy, but they're recovering to the extent they can, and the doctors start seeing that, so then the doctors start sending people to the recovery project. We take care of them, they go back to the doctors are pleased, joy, and that's how it grows. Keep bringing the right people in, and it'll take care of the clients.
I think it's the importance of hiring the right people. From the very, very beginning, I hired people that had the compassion for what we do. I hired people that had this desire to soak up as much knowledge as they can to be an expert in what we do. I hired people that bought into what we do. I hired people that had the capacity to work hard, because it's a lot of hard work. And I think with kind of those four components, our staff, we're all on the same mission. We all understand what we're going to do. One of the things that I didn't mention is when I hire staff, I always look for the fun factor. Because of what we do every day, you have to have fun. And that's kind of one of the energy, is that some people walk in here or they ask me the question like, how can you do that all day? Is it depressing? You know, you're not fixing people. And I'm like, it's completely the opposite. We change people's lives. We have fun. We are part of our patients' lives for the rest of their lives. So I think it's all about the people that make that energy. But then you get that back from the people that we treat, because something positive is happening to their lives. So then they have this positive energy that's coming out. So I think it's our culture. It's just our culture.